Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm your host Faye. I use she, they, they pronouns, and I am so excited for today's video. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate you. And let's get into today's video. So today's video, if you tell by the title, is about my crocheting hyperfixation. So I picked up crocheting over the last few weeks and made a bunch of stuff, and I wanted to show you. Plus, I have a haul of new yarn that I got that I'm really excited about. But before we begin, do want to plug my social medias. They are all linked in the description box down below: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, and Pinterest. All linked down below. If you give me a follow, thank you in advance. And now let's get into the crocheting. So this is my first attempt at crocheting. My sister kind of taught me. The first row was hers, and then I kind of did my own, and it turned into a boot. So we're calling it a creative choice. Then I made this like cube, which I really like. I didn't miss a stitch, but all in the process, all in the learning process. I attempted to make a flower, but that didn't go so well. So I decided to make other things instead. This is like my first attempt at a magic ring. I didn't know if I was doing it right, so I kind of stopped and then tried again. And this is my second attempt. A lot better, I would say. So yeah. I also, after watching the video on how to make a flower, I, on my own, taught myself how to double crochet, which I really like that I was able to do that on my own. Now my sister was like, usually when you're crocheting, it's not supposed to turn into a trapezoid, bigger on the bottom and then smaller on the top. And I was like, shut up. It's my first attempt. No one taught me how to do this. Aren't you excited about it? So yeah, that was my first attempt at doing that. And then I started making animals because that was what I really wanted to do. I saw one of my favorite YouTubers making animals out of crochet, so I wanted to try as well because I thought they were really cute. I want to make my own. So this is my first attempt at making a bee. She's really cool. Her name is Bianca. I made her face after she was already closed, so I had to get creative and ended up making antennas, starting with this piece and then working my way to the other side. And I really like her, and she has a little stinger, so she's cute. I haven't made her any wings yet because I don't have white, but it's in the progress. She's a work in progress. I also, before she had any, like, a face or anything, she looked like an Easter egg, so I had to put a face on her so she wouldn't look like an egg. And then after that, I was like, I'm basically an expert. Let's watch a different video on something a little bit more advanced. So I attempted to make whales. I made 2 of them. We have Wally and Winona. Wally's my first attempt, and he is my disabled whale, but I love him. Like, you can tell he has like the Nemo fins, the tail, and one side, they don't match up really well. But he's really cute, and like the bottom is a little, again, wonky, but my wonky whales are the loves of my life. This one is a bit better. Wally sits right there. The bottom, definitely a lot better. The eyes are a bit bigger. I do like those eyes better than these, but still cute. The fins are more aligned with what they were supposed to look like in the YouTube video, but they don't match up. They don't match up. And the tail, while they do look the same, they're a lot bigger than the YouTube video originally intended them to be. So Winona is, not perfect by any means, but she is an improvement on the original. But I love both of them. And then I tried to make a Triceratops, and I keep trying to call it a rhinoceros, but it's a Triceratops, and it was going pretty well, and then I attempted to make a foot, and the foot was on the side of its head, and so I had to stop, and I was like, I was doing so well. The Triceratops looks so good. What's wrong? And then, and then I messed it up, and so I stopped. The instructions were not my favorite. I was getting confused. So that was like my second attempt. My third attempt, I erased. I just like stopped making it and then like pulled it out. But I did attempt. I'm gonna attempt again to make a Triceratops. Just not right now. I'm kind of liking what I've been doing. So after that, I was feeling like, let me try something better, something else. So I made an octopus. Her name is Octavia. And she took me 2 hours and 15 minutes to make. She's so cute. She's perfection. I love her so much. I love her. Her little tentacles are perfect. They curl up like they do in the YouTube video. I didn't do that, curl them up myself. I kind of just did that, but I love it. Octavia is perfection. So she gets to sit here and just sit in perfect. So I made 2 squids. This is like this is the first one I made, and this one is the one I make myself. I made my mom a squid for Mother's Day because there are 6 of us in the house, not including my dog. There's 6 of us, so I made a squid, 6 tentacles, and I made it using the guidelines of the octopus, just made it larger. So you can kind of tell the difference between them. Plus, you counting the tentacles, you can kind of tell that this one's 6 and the other one is 8. And I also made the tentacles a bit differently. I only did like a single stitch for them, but made them a bit longer as well because it's a bit bigger. And so cute, like sits up on its own. Just love that. And this one's my mom's, and mine is a bit smaller. You can tell hers is a bit more perfected. This one I only watched that video and just kind of did this one on my own. But yeah, I love it. This one's my favorite. I'm gonna put it back in my mom's room before I forget. But this one's mine. I do like the way these eyes are sitting better. Again, a little bit wonky with the placement, but this one, even though it feels more accurate to have them more on the sides, I don't know, it just feels a little like you can't really see them. But yeah, got my Squidward, the squid, gonna be next to Octavia. And the last thing I made, Squishy the jellyfish, for obvious reasons. If you didn't know, I love Finding Nemo. I have Nemo right there. So Nemo, love him, and the movie. So Squishy, and yeah, I love Squishy. I was attempting to make a squid before. This is like, I made this one before I made the squid. But I was like, since I already got this part together and I just need to know how to do the rest of it, I watched a YouTube video on how to make a jellyfish, made this one, and I love Squishy so much. He is so cute. And so there he sits. And now into the haul. So I got 4 things of yarn, spent about $7. Each of them were $2. 2 of them were on clearance at Michael's. So we have this one. This is soft and shiny. It doesn't have a name of the yarn. I've looked on it. It's 311 yards. I got it for $2. So very exciting about that. And then this one is rainbowy. Again, soft and shiny, 207 yards. Again, $2. I was like, I can't beat that. And then I got these two cotton yarns. I was noticing that when I was like watching YouTube videos, their yarn wasn't as frizzy and easier to see the stitches than mine. So I wanted to get some cotton yarn to see if that would make it a bit easier to tell. So I got this one, which is from the brand Sugar and Cream. It's 100% cotton and made in Canada. And this one is 95 yards. And this one is 96 yards. It's from Premier Home and is also cotton. This also was $2. I was like, ooh, $2. I was just gonna originally get these two, but I went down the other aisle and saw the clearance ones and had to get these two. So I got a bunch of yarn to make a bunch of little creatures, and I'm so excited about that. Maybe I'll be able to make a Triceratops with a different yarn. Who knows? But I'm so excited about all the stuff that I was able to make and get for my new Hyperfixation. I do want to say that I find it funny in the tutorials when they say what kind of hook they use, and me and my sister just like use whatever hook we've been using the whole time. And so this is the one I've been using the whole time. It is a 3.75 millimeter one, and I've made all of them with this one needle hook. I don't know what you call it. I just find it really funny. They're like, hey, you're gonna need this one, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna use this one. Yeah, I think my sister uses like a 5.5 millimeter, and I use this little tiny one. But yeah, that is all for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up if you would like. Subscribe if you want to. Hit the bell notifications to be notified when I upload. Try to upload twice a week. My social medias are all linked down in the description box down below. If you want to give me a follow, thank you in advance. And until next time, drink some water, eat a snack, play with your toy, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!